y'all, it's Jen, the Spooky Ghoul, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, come along and hang out with me for the Labor Day weekend. I fully intend on going to as many stores as I possibly can, as even though we have been celebrating Halloween on this channel for about like 2 months already, I just feel like with Labor Day weekend, like things start to happen here in Florida. I know HHN is opening tonight, so we're gonna be hitting the town, going to some shops, going to some antique places that and thrift stores that have some events for the Labor Day. So yeah, come along with me, hang out, grab a drink and a snack, sit back, and let's get spooky. So we're at Traditions Antique Mall, and I would have filmed more in there, but they didn't really have a tremendous amount of new items, even though it is their Labor Day weekend sale. Depending on the particular booth, it can range from 10% off to, I think, 50% off. So, and a couple of their blow molds, the ones that I've been eyeing, unfortunately, they did mark up in price. So technically, you know, I've learned, take a photo of the actual item, see if you can find it a little bit less expensive elsewhere. It really does help a long way. There has been one item, however, that I've been seeing, gosh, for about 2 months now, and I've been courting it. It was the silver cat in a pumpkin, and it's actually a music box. I bent down and I got it, and I couldn't be happier. So even though it's a Halloween piece, I'll more than likely just have this up all year round on my shelf where I work. So really happy. Love her. So cute. All right. Thank you, Traditions. All right, on to the next. All right, we got some Halloween here at Walmart. We have some white skull tumbler. It's awesome. They're $5.96 each, and they have a black one as well. We have another one. It's like with skulls on it. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's $6.72. This is a plastic iridescent ghost bucket for $9.97. We have some mugs here, all plastic. Oh, these are so sweet. So I think last time I saw the glasses, but I did not see these wine mugs. And it's of a ghost, and they do have one of a bat. That's actually really sweet. If I drank wine, I would absolutely get this. $4.97. And these are the mugs. If you didn't see my last video, go check it out. It had a slight preview for Walmart's Halloween, and they have glasses with a ghost, and they also have one with a bat, which I don't see here, interestingly enough. An orange tumbler with some pumpkins, and then I do like the purple with bats. $6.72. All right, so they obviously have the candy out already. Yeah, we tend to have a lot of kids. Like, we lucked out with our neighborhood. There's a ton of kids there, and you know, we always have to like go all out for Halloween. So I'm glad that they have it out now. Yay! So they have some Lindor cocoa and cream, and then like a harvest assortment. The ones that I'm here for are right here, the caramel apple. And then of course, Werther's. And they have one in pumpkin spice too. So for all of the Takis fans, look at that. It's like Takis zombie. It's habanero and cucumber. That's interesting. We have some Wednesday, cookies and cream flavor, and then Stranger Things. Oh gosh, look how funny. That is so funny. Cheese balls, but they're green. Oh my gosh. So Kenneth and I do this every year too, along with like Christmas, obviously gingerbread. We do the Halloween gingerbread version. They have kind of like a castle, haunted castle. Is that what is that? Is that a UFO? And then Reese's version of that. $14.76. Let's see. Those are cute. So we have some wooden, a black natural wood, and a white ghost pack. It's for $14.92. And then we have this very similar to what everyone's, I think, doing this year between At Home and Michael's. They have a pair of ghost decor, $9.86. Halloween teddy bears, lime green, black, and orange. They are $9.98. We have some terracotta, again, another dupe for Pottery Barn. They have a natural ghost along with black pumpkin, white pumpkin, and of course your terracotta pumpkin. These guys range from $11.78, and these are very adorable, $24.96 for them. Interesting enough, this one also states that it's $24.96. That seems a little pricey for that. Let's check. I guess so. Yeah, interesting. And they have the natural color as well. Also, my apologies if like the audio in here is super loud. They have their radio on, like on full blast, so my apologies. Sorry, interjecting. All right, they have their inflatables this year. Hey, look, you too can get your groundbreaker. So if you're on a budget, this is actually a great price for a groundbreaker. Groundbreaker 4 foot wide. You can get it for $19.88 for the inflatable. That is awesome. Give you an overall look of what they have out so far anyway. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. It is a Halloween tea light warmer. That is amazing. I think I might have to get this. It's $4.88. That's not bad. Another portrait of a cat. It's $8.78. And a trick-or-treat sign. And then your window clings here. This is actually pretty expensive. This is $19.88. Since when? Right? And then of course you have your black tea lights, LED, and then your taper candles. Do have a grave breaker outdoor use for $19.88, and I like almost like a cocoon corpse for $27. Oh, if you love a ghost face scarecrow, that's unique. $29.86. Not seen this yet. I think every year someone comes out with something like this. It's a cauldron mister. It lights up. $29.86. Very cool. So we just got out of Walmart and we had to stop and get some gas for the vehicle, and it's so funny. There's a 7-Eleven that we always get gasoline in, or gasoline from, and there's a spooky tree, and it's so odd. I'm gonna flip the camera on so you can see it. So we deem it our spooky 7-Eleven tree. We always come here. Check this out. Look how cute. It's literally like in the middle of a lot. This is the 7-Eleven that we go to, and this is our spooky tree. We love it. Yeah. Just wanted to share. After this, we're gonna head down to Michael's nearby to see if they have any new Halloween merchandise. All right, change plans. We're headed to TJ Maxx first, and then Michael's is across the street. So we'll see if TJ Maxx has anything out so far. I've checked TJ Maxx like for the last month or so, and they really have had like sprinkles of Halloween. So I'm hoping for their Labor Day weekend, they actually have some Halloween merchandise out. We'll see. All right, we are currently at TJ Maxx, and they really came out. And they have all of their Halloween merchandise. And we're in the mug section. Now there's so many mugs I won't be able to show all of them, but I'll just pick out a few that really kind of stand out to me. So for those who love the cutesy Halloween, look how adorable this is. Trick or treat. A teddy bear dressed as a pumpkin. That's actually really cute. Very sweet. I dig him. What is this one? This one is creeping. I think it's Creeping It Real. That is great. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm a sucker for, like, these are my favorite. Ghost, cat, pumpkin. Just need a bat. Just need a bat. Oh yeah. Spooky and cute. I am digging. Look at this. Look at look at this guy. Isn't that great? They are really killing it, I think, this year with all of their mug choices. I think there's something for everyone. I love it. And of course, more harvest or fall mugs, and they're beautiful. That's great. This is a scarecrow. I don't see any more. This is Joanna Parker. But yeah, get them while you can get them. All right. Now this, I don't know if it's a dupe, but it's certainly very similar to what, I think, was it Anthropologie or? Yeah, it's not a dupe, but it's the Royal Stafford. This is actually made in England. And it's witch plates, and they are so beautiful. I honestly would get a couple. I'm thinking about it. Stay tuned. Well, maybe, maybe not. I actually have a set like this at home. And this is a matching salt and pepper. Not bad. There's some pretty cool pieces here. Look at that. It's kind of like a ghoul, 3D ghoul that comes out of a photograph. This is $19.99. That's really cool. Right. Some tabletop decor with sayings. See, this one I haven't seen yet all season. This is actually really unique. It's not felt or anything, even though it looks like a texture. It's just matted. And that is $14.99. That's actually really sweet. I like that. I have some new pieces that I haven't seen yet this season. This is kind of neat. This is kind of I thought at first it was like a ring wraith, not a ring wraith, but like what's death?
Grim Reaper?
Grim Reaper, yeah. Initially I thought this was a Grim Reaper. It could be, but I think it's just maybe a shroud. Maybe it is. Hold on, let me pick it up. Oh no. It is totally like a Grim Reaper. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And it does light up. Oh yeah, that's cool. What's he making? It's a spell. Eye of spiders, 1 tablespoon of dragon breath, 2 teaspoons of grave dust, 5 ounces of snake venom, 6 petals of wild pink rose, a cup of spider wine, and 3 tablespoons of honey. That's very cool. I have a feeling Chris the girl would like it. Chris the girl, if you are watching, come to TJ Maxx. We got an alien candy holder. Alright, I think I found the coolest piece here. Look at that. What? And there's music on this side. I'm not going to press it just because it's so loud. But wow. It reminds me of The Frighteners, if you've ever seen that movie. Great movie. Okay, that was a very successful run at TJ Maxx. So now we have parked and we are in front of Michael's. We're going to check out what they have for Halloween merchandise. All right, Michael's never misses. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, it's the entire front half of their store. They are dedicated to the spooky. Let's go in. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. Look how sweet that is. Oh my gosh, look how adorable. They're $14.99 each, and they have other ones too. They have like a rib cage. It has a bunch of candy in it. They have your standard pumpkin shirt, peace sign with bone, and then a bougie ghost How funny. We have some cowboy skeletons doing all the things, playing sports. A very cool, I actually like this one, the skeleton beige, and then we have kind of a witchy black hat one. Very cool. They do have some beanies here, which of course we're in Florida, so we're not really going to get much use out of these, but they are still really neat, and by the looks of it, they light up too. And this is also $14.99. All right, we do have an in-store sale, 30% off for the Diamond Art Kit. And I'm just gonna pan out so you can see the variety they have. And then for my scrapbookers out there, they have a ton of sheets, and that's actually beautiful. Like, oh, this is a paper pad. That's actually really nice to write your notes in. Those are $9.99. Stop the presses. The spooky cat puzzles. This looks like my kitty at home. Very cute, and that is $12.99. Remember when magazines used to be like $3? Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh. Also, is my cat at home? It's a treat, no tricks. Very cool. All right. Michael's has their Halloween jewelry out. Most of them do light up. And then we have some necklaces down there. All right. Getting towards like the spooky, rubberized. That is what I never thought Michael's would be selling something like this, but I'm here for it. That one. This is $16.99 for those who are interested in a head with an eyeball coming out of it, or a foot. This is, what am I looking at here? What am I looking at? It's a rat holding a bag of popcorn. A clown rat? Oh my gosh, look. Oh, it doesn't work. But it definitely is audible. I have a zombie cat. I have a very cute black kitty. And I am still very much, how much are you? $24.99 for the circus rat. Zombie rat holding a popcorn bucket. Got kitties, also $24.99. We got my rat here, $14.99 for him. Zombie cat, yeah, it seems like everything here is $24.99, just an FYI.
I don't know how this one feels.
Oh, absolutely not. Y'all, this feels so creepy. It feels like real. And is he also $24.99? $19.99. He's $19.99, and he can go right back. Oh my god. My husband's attacking me with that. That's amazing. All right, we just hit pay dirt. They have everything out, and when I say everything, they mean everything. Oh my gosh. Look how gorgeous this looks. It is $24.99. Beautiful candelabra. This is, of course, the mirror, Lord have mercy. Look at this interesting bust here. She is beautiful. So this is a version of the standard one you've seen for the last few years. I think At Home had the white version with like the moss. Countless others had just the plain white one. And now they have her very woman in black, very Victorian in a veil. She is beautiful. Oh, these are gorgeous. This is a raven glass wall decor. Very beautiful. That one is $24.99. A lot of the merchandise that they're selling this year is an all year round decor. This is gorgeous. I think the tall candelabra is $22 and the small one is $19.99. I have this very interesting mermaid. I thought at first it was Medusa, but it's not Medusa. This is $26.99. And they have a really beautiful ornate bow here. Oh, they finally have it. That's cool. So I saw this online originally. The Hansel and Gretel. These are all $24.99. And then of course, Hansel and Gretel with the witch. Yeah, I have some the Brothers Grimm, Edgar Allan Poe inspired. I do like this piece. This is a raven, for the obvious. And this is $29.99 for the raven. And then I remember seeing this person. I remember seeing this guy online, and it's just as creepy in person as it is online. He's sitting on the toilet. $16.99. I have some Grimm fairy tale books here. Frankie, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and a very cool half-death Edgar Allan Poe, living Edgar Allan Poe with a raven on top. These busts are $29.99 each. So they have a bat version. This is beautiful. $12.99. Not a bad price for this. Oh, I love it. Yep. By the prickling of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Fantastic. Love these. These are beautiful. Oh, I just realized, honey. Red alert, everyone. The Halloween Dead Regency decor is 40% off. So we have another. I don't want to say that this is a Grim Reaper. I don't even know what this is, but
It just looks like a spirit.
yeah, it's like a spirit, a spook, a ghoul. And it does light up. Beautiful. Let's check the price. This is $59.99. It's a little pricey, but when you consider it being 40% off, not so bad. And then, of course, this beautiful photograph. Yeah, technically it's like a painted screen photograph. Again, 40% off, people. Come on down. Get what you want. Another beautiful piece. I love the details of it. This actually looks like lace, but it's not. It's $34.99, but it is, let's see, this is the pillar candle holder. Not sure if this one would be considered 40% off. It is Ashland Candle Collection, but unsure if this is actually applies to that. They also have a garland, because why not? And these are 40% off as well. It's very cute. I dig it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This one's actually really pretty. It's very thick, but I like it. Ooh, this is kind of a nice shimmery garland. That's very elegant. And this is very nice. This is probably what I would probably put in my kitchen, like on the very top, above the cabinet. And it's the perfect spooky vibes. It is downpouring, so we're gonna wait a little bit and then I'll head inside. Stay tuned. We are here at Costco, and I wanted to see what they had for Halloween. And they do have these Halloween pumpkin lanterns. They kind of look like Jack Skellington. And they are $49.99. We do have some Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas candy bowls, Jack, Sally, and those are $38.99 for these. And then Disney animated pirate ship with lights and music, $89.99, but they are super cute. That is fantastic. And they do have a ton in stock. Oh, they already have Christmas out, y'all. A Jim Shore creation, and then also a Stitch. Grinch is $61.99 and Stitch is $63. They're so cute. That is adorable. Also have a horror collection, so it's essentially Brothers Grimm. That's awesome. Frankenstein. Yeah, these are the books that they have. And it's $44.99 for 6 books. Nice. That's great. Hey everyone, so we just got home and I thought it would be fun to do a mini haul from today's outing. I'm gonna hop right into it. It's not gonna be in any particular order, just a matter of like what I pull out first. The first thing I got was the Halloween tea light warmer from Walmart. I think this was $4.88. I mean, I thought it was really cute. The price was right. I use tea lights all the time and this will be perfect. I'm actually planning on doing like a witchy theme, which I think like this year is like the year of the witch when it comes like to the dining room area. So I might do a witchy motif. This will absolutely be a part of that. Really cool. London says hi. Let me bring her over. This is London. Mama, you're okay. All right, maybe not. Maybe she's not ready for her close-up. Just got just a bag of the Ghirardelli chocolate. This is caramel apple milk chocolate. Super excited. Fun little treat. Couldn't help it. All right. So I did show this earlier, but I wanted to kind of show it to you now that I'm home. Yeah, it's adorable. It's the cat in a pumpkin from Traditions Antiques. It's really sweet. Really excited about her. The next item that I picked up, I actually got 4 of each, and this was from TJ Maxx, and this is the Royal Stafford made in England. Kind of remarkable. So this is the, see if I can kind of, there you go. That is the design. They had an additional design. This one is like the witch house with 3 witches out front. They had another design where it's just the actual house, like the front of the house. I thought this one was a little bit more visually interesting. And these larger displays that have the same exact design on it as well. They are beautiful in person. Standard black and white. There is a little bit of color on the moon and it really does match these two. So really ecstatic with these. The smaller dishes were $4.99 like I had mentioned in the store, but $4.99 each. And then this dish was $6.99. Really can't beat the price. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you that I had it from the last time, so I might as well kind of throw it into this real quick. Hold on, a couple of things that I purchased. This, oh, it smells so good. Inside, you can kind of see it. There's like this little, like a potpourri pack, and it's the gourd black cat pumpkins. I actually have this same set. I know this year, I forgot what store redid them, but like their eyes are much larger. I actually have these 2 light up. You know what? Let me grab it for you just so I can show you. They're awesome. Grab it. So this is not something that I got today. I got this pretty much, I got this, gosh, again, I want to say maybe must have been like, gosh, I must have gotten it not even a few years ago. I think I purchased this back in, maybe it was COVID. I think it was like 2019 or 2020. But I got these, so I mean, they're almost identical. Like I couldn't believe it. But these do light up. I don't have the batteries in just yet, but there's a standing one and then there's a sitting one. So I've never seen these ever come back to the stores, but they're kind of one of my favorite pieces that like I've ever gotten. They're so good. Then I did end up getting this. If you saw my video, I think 2 videos ago when I visited the Traditions antique store, this was one of the pieces that I saw and I ended up getting, and I'm glad I did. Like the person who got this before did darken the pumpkin. You can search for this same item like on eBay, and it was comparable prices to what I found it for, but the pumpkin itself was much lighter. The person who owned this did darken it, and they did a great job. So I actually prefer this type of contrast with the ghost or the ghoul. So yeah, I got this guy. So I believe that is it for tonight's haul. We still have the whole weekend ahead of us. I have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off, so I will be busy. I can't wait to take you along with me. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday, and I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm actually gonna stay home. I am so pooped. I don't know what this week was. Great week, but I am tired. But I wanted to be productive, so I thought it would be the perfect time for me to take inventory of all of the Halloween merchandise that I have currently up, what I still have. Doesn't mean I have to put everything out, but I want to take a look because if there's an opportunity to donate or purge, I'll be able to do so. And typically, I don't know about you, but around this time, like before the holidays start really kicking up, I want to see what I can skinny down or lighten, because with Christmas, it's inevitable also. Like you always say, I have enough for Christmas, but then you end up seeing like that ornament set that you want to pick up. And we typically have a rule here: if we get something new, we typically then have to replace it with something else. So either donate it or give it to another family member that might want it, etc. Let me know if you do the same thing yearly as well. It's a good little, I don't want to say spring cleaning, but a good fall to winter cleaning as well. So follow me, let's get to it. I'm currently in my garage. I'm going to show you the setup that we have currently. We keep all of our like holiday decorations in a tub, and we try to keep like per holiday, per like 1 or 2 tubs. That kind of keeps us in check to make sure that we're not overbuying. Though Halloween and Christmas always breaks that rule. But I figured, like everyone else, right? You got to have more for Halloween and Christmas. So I'll show you what I have currently. All right, so this is what we're working with here. This is literally all Christmas from like the top of the shelf. You can kind of see our Grinch, our some of our lights, and then we have more lights, and then what's in there? Just more lights. Got it, yeah. So that's like for our pathway lights, everything outside. I think this is the only, what is this? Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is just like car antlers and ornaments for like a rustic tree. Like this one still has the tag on it. So clearly I probably bought it off clearance. Hobby Lobby last year for clearance and said, I'll use it next year. Will I? I don't know. Story of my life. And then up there, we do a lot of like rustic theming, to be honest. And then I typically have like my, not like Gothic, but more like Victorian tree. My Victorian tree. Advent calendar. I definitely will have to purge. I'm going to have to like look at this one. I might have to show my mom some of these ornaments to see if she wants to take it off her hands. All right, so this is what I haven't put up yet, which is fine. Oh yeah, I remember I got this from Goodwill like 2 years ago, and I got him and this witch here. Let me film it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this cool witch and this ghost. She's so neat. I'll probably put this in the bathrooms. I think that'll probably go really well there. And then I have a projection, which we'll definitely use out front. I'll have to do a video when we decorate outside. And this cool guy, which we got it from it at home like a few years ago. I think it was last year actually. But we haven't put them up yet. It's still too early. We typically decorate the inside of the house pretty early for Halloween. I don't want to break them. And then outside October. Don't mind this crazy like hair bun that I have right now. I've had these for about 3 to 4 years. I just didn't get to use it yet, but I actually might use these for my witch table that I'll be doing in the dining room. Literally reminds me of Jade the Libra. Again, I might switch it up just because, I mean, her dining room is like, it was perfect, but she certainly inspired. She inspired. But it'll be witchy, but I think I'm gonna try to go for like, yeah, there's no way about it. It's gonna be a witchy table. Give it up to Jade the Libra, please. If you haven't seen her video yet, please go. I mean, I'm sure, listen, if you found me, you know who Jade the Libra is. But if you haven't had a chance to watch her amazing dining, my hair looks crazy. Anyway, if you haven't yet seen her dining table decoration, you gotta watch it. She's amazing. And I have this guy. Yeah, I think I have some good stuff in here, but when I do my witch table, I'll bring these out. You'll see. I expected to like clean out a ton, but I really don't have I have a lot of Halloween. I'm not saying I don't, but everything I've had for many years, and I have no intention on like tossing them out or donating or whatever. I think I'm doing pretty good. Let me show you the skeletons I have. In very awkward positions. We have some fog juice down here, and then we have 2 skeletons that we use outside as well. Gosh, okay, Jen. And then these are our 4th of July decorations. A little Easter. We do celebrate Mardi Gras down here because Universal Studios, so we tend to do a little something for it. And here, yep, this is all outside decorations. We actually put these on our coach lights. And then you have this big, you can't really tell what he looks like, but he's a skeleton. And then we have a fog machine and a fog timer. So we use that outside for the trick-or-treaters. Anyway. All right, so I think the moral of the story right now is I'm gonna have to do some purging of the Christmas thing. So not purging, not gonna throw anything out if I don't have to. I'm gonna look at all of the ornaments and maybe get my mom to take some home. We'll see. All right. Gosh, okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Let me wrap up out here. I wanted to do just kind of a stay at home with me as I do some chores and some projects that I've been meaning to get to, especially approaching the Halloween season. One of the projects I wanted to work on was to paint my buffet table. Currently my buffet table is like a neutral brown, and which is great. However, I've been meaning to paint it like a black or like a wrought iron. So I'm gonna show you some of the products I use and kind of the before and after. And I'm super excited because this is gonna go great with my kind of spooky Halloween motif that I plan for my dining room area. All right, so currently this is the buffet table that sits in my dining room, and it's a really beautiful natural wood. Of course, it's not like, you know, it's like that laminate type of wood. And I have this all-in-one paint, which is a miracle. So if you are someone who is not a fan of painting or is afraid of like DIY stuff, I will say this paint is a total lifesaver. There is no need for me to sand this down or anything like that. All I did was take a warm washcloth and wiped all of any dust, basically clean it up, and it's ready to paint. That's it. This paint I got off of Amazon, and it wasn't too bad in price considering what it does. It's an all-in-one, and the color is Iron Gate if you are curious. And it's both an interior and exterior paint. It's essentially a bonding primer, a wax finish, and an exterior grade top coat all in one step. It's also self-leveling as well. So this thing is essentially a miracle worker. So if you wanted to paint your cabinets in the kitchen, any furniture, this, even leather, like this works on nearly every surface. It does ask for a specific chalk brush. However, I have found great success with using these sponge brushes. It's crazy, it works. It doesn't leave any streaks. I've actually used this paint already on another piece, and these worked great. So certainly do follow the rules of the painting can. This is just something that I had available and it worked just fine for me. So that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start painting, and I'll pop in the middle so you can kind of see how the buffet table is beginning to look, and then we'll have a kind of a after shot once I'm done. All right, so just wanted to pop in real quick. I just started, and it doesn't look like much. It probably looks super scary right now, but don't worry. What I'm doing right now is just doing a very, very thin light coat, because it's this kind of paint here that you don't need to lay it on super thick at first. So you can go ahead and just start doing a light kind of coat first. that's gonna dry super quick. And then the second and third coat or whatever. I typically don't need a third coat, maybe one or two depending on how light the wood is. But something to bring in mind, to bear in mind, excuse me, is this particular paint, I didn't want to lose like this type of grain here. And even though this is laminate wood, you're still going to see the laminate design. It doesn't cover it. So like if you ever used a particular oil paint or even like a latex or even a thicker water-based paint, it would just cover any texture. If the wood, even if it was fake wood, it would still cover it. You'll be able to see like the wood details. So for example, here, that is part of the wood. When I paint it, you're still going to see that even if I do a second or third coat. We'll check to see how this goes, but just wanted to add that. All right, stay tuned. All right, so this is the first coat. And again, it looks super scary, but it's completely dry. And now I'm going to go back and do a second coat, and then you'll see how amazing it's going to look. Trust the process. And here you go. This is the finished product. I think I'll wrap it up for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this Labor Day weekend. I hope you and yours have an amazing holiday, and I'll check you next week with another video. Until then, stay spooky.